My process is very strategic in a way. I'm not one of those artists that gets inspired and then runs out and takes a picture and does everything in the moment. I plan my pictures very, very carefully. And so I won't ever click the camera until I know exactly what I want the final product to look like. So my process is finding inspiration. I have a lot of inspiration exercises that I do, little things that can just open my mind up to find new ideas. And I write at least a paragraph down of every little detail of what I want it to look like. So it could be that I write down the color of the dress, the location, the model's pose, and things like that, all the way through to post-processing. Will it have a yellow tint or a red tint? Will it be cool or warm? And so once I have all of that planned out, that's when I go shoot. I pose my model, I click the shutter, I take maybe 5 pictures max, and then I can go into edit. And editing takes anywhere from, on average, 2 to 5 hours, sometimes up to 40 hours. It just depends on the image.
It sounds like a very intense process. Usually artists are not so thorough in their pre-production.
Right. I find that there are definitely 2 types of artists, and there are those who are inspired in the moment and take lots and lots of pictures or whatever their medium may be, and then, hope that they're inspired through the process. And I'm not inspired by the process. I'm inspired by thinking and imagining and making sure it's going to turn out right so that I know that I'm going to have a final piece.
So how have you evolved as a photographer over your career?
I think that it was a very natural progression in that I knew from day one what I was inspired by, and I've just been trying to create that perfect picture. And I don't know that I've ever created the perfect picture, but I certainly have milestones throughout my career that say to me that I'm going in the right direction. And so, on day one of my photography, I thought if I could take any picture in the world, what would that look like? And I started to try to create that picture. And I reevaluate myself every few months and say, okay, now what is the perfect picture? And I don't stop until I create that for me. Not what other people will think is perfect, but for me, what fulfills my imagination.